Hi. Fancy meeting you here. You caught me working on my next lesson. I call this one Zentangle Easter Egg Hunt for kindergarten, first, and second grades. As you can see, I start out with a half of sheet of paper. Using scissors to cut it in half, and then I'm going to get an area that I can work on so that I don't mess up my table. You might want to do the same, some kind of mat or board to work on top of so that you don't mess up your tables at home. Yes, yes, yes. Next, I am going to divide my half sheet of paper into 4 even sections, as even as I can get it, drawing 3 lines, and notice that those lines are curvy. Yeah, a nice curve in all 3 lines. After that, I'm going to take each one of those sections and I'm going to draw a different pattern in each one. That's where the Zentangle part come in. Zentangles are all about patterns. And it is really neat and intricate too. If you want to know more about Zentangles itself, I do have a video on this channel talking just about Zentangles and how they are really neat form of art in and of itself. So if you are interested in Zentangles, I will leave a link to that video in the description box. Anyway, getting back to the project at hand, I'm on my 3rd section here, and I drew some stars. And if you go back and erase those little cross sections, you see what happens? It looks like some really good free-handed stars when you really did the secret star pattern to draw it. That's just a little tidbit I throw out there for you. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish this thing up. Notice in all of my patterns, I didn't draw things that were really, really small, right? It don't have really small little hearts or circles or squares. I didn't draw really itty bitty things. Focused on nice open patterns on each one of my sections. That's going to help you out on this next part, right? Because we're going to then go ahead and start coloring that stuff in. We got to color those patterns in, guys. And if you drew something that was really itty bitty, it's going to be hard to color it in with any detail. Notice before we color though, I trace over all of my pencil marks. That's a hallmark in what we do at Mrpstudios here. We've started, after we draw things, to trace over it, drawing over those correct lines, and then we're going to go back with the eraser and erase away all of the mistakes that we made. Yeah. Drawing, we do make mistakes. It happens. That's why they make the little rubber thing on the back of your pencil, right? But this is the correct way to do it. Draw the line that you want, the correct line that you need, and then go back and erase all of the mistakes. Oh my gosh, and here comes the fun part. Go ahead and pick yourself out a couple of colors. Like I said, markers, paint, crayons, color pencils, whatever it is you're using, and color in your patterns. This is when it comes alive, ladies and gentlemen. Do your best. Stay in those lines that you drew for yourself. Color those spaces in completely. Yes. And then you will have something that is totally unique, totally special, all creative. And you'd really be proud of it. You'll really be proud of it. So guys, take your time. We actually have nothing but time, don't we? Yeah. Not in a hurry here at all. I think if we get this done right before Easter, I think you're in good time. I think you're making good time. So, hey, make as many of these as you like. I call this the Easter egg hunt for a reason. I think once you finish, grab yourself some tape or something and start taping it to the windows. Yeah, because I saw something really neat. It was a flyer that came out that said, since we're not having a traditional Easter egg hunt this year, probably, I would imagine you're not going to go anywhere and like find literal eggs, that something we could do is this. We could decorate eggs ourselves, do a social distancing Easter egg hunt, right? I think it would be awesome if we could drive around and look for the eggs, kind of like we drove around and looked for the bears. I think that would be awesome. That would be a really neat social distancing Easter egg hunt. I think that would be great. Anyway, as you can see here, once I finish coloring it all, I turn over on the back and I draw the oval. Notice my oval goes all the way from the top to the bottom, all the way from the left to the right. I don't leave any, I don't want to draw an itty bitty oval in the middle of the paper. I want that oval to stretch and take up the entire paper. Then grab myself some scissors and doing the best I can, stay along that line that I sketched out for myself. Try to cut that oval as best as you can. And once that's done, the big reveal when you flip it over. What's that full of awesome sauce or what? This is what we're doing today, and I would like you now to go and have fun.